Hi everyone, it's Terry here and I'm joining in with the Peartree Cutfile DT challenge this month to use the Memories cut file. So I've actually cut this from two different cardstocks, so from black cardstock to create a shadow, but also from a light blue cardstock, and then I'm just going to add some Distress Oxide in peacock feathers to create some different layers of colour over that light blue cardstock. So you can see here I'm just adding it to the bottom of each letter with the brush, and then I'll peel that off my cutting mat even. So there you have my cut file created, and I'm just deciding which photo I want to use, and what I want to do is add the photo to the O. What I have also done, so I've stuck the black cardstock cut file out behind the blue one, kind of offline slightly, so that get kind of a bit of a shadow effect. And then I've just cut my photo into a circle and I'm sticking that behind the O to use. So now I want to use this patterned paper from the Vicky Boutin Sweet Rush collection, and I'm going to just draw around some of the letters and then cut them out so that I can back each letter with that patterned paper. And once I've done that, I will cut them all out individually and then stick them behind each of the letters. So I'm just working out which letters go where, because obviously I've got duplicates of M's and E's. I'm just using some normal wet glue just to stick the letters on the back of the cut file. Now that I've got that cut file backed, I'm going to just decide how I want this layout to come together. I take inspiration from the colours in the collection, but first I add 2 strips of this stripy patterned paper from the Vicky Boutin collection to either side of my cardstock, and then using Distress Oxides and a 12x12 Peartree stencil, I add colour to the background. There's lots of dots on that patterned paper that I've backed the cut file with, so that's why I picked this stencil to use. And then what I'm going to do is kind of use the same colours that are in that stripy patterned paper and add those to the background as I work my way down the page top to bottom. Not pressing on too hard because I want kind of some tone going on in those circles. And then once I've done the yellow, I do decide that I feel like I need to extend that green area so that it goes to the left hand side of the cut file. So just move the stencil along. So I'm just going to stick this cut file flush to the background so that I can add ephemera on top, so that it's not too much of a dimensional layout. I'm going to use these floral and the holiday word acrylic bits from Peartree, pairing it with the Vicky Boutin Sweet Rush sticker sheet and some of the chipboard pieces as well. So I really liked this little tag that said sweet, so I've just put that hanging down from the top, and then I'm using some of the cardstock floral stickers, but what I have done is cut them up a little bit so that I can use them in multiple areas just sticking out from behind the cut file there. So I'm aiming to have kind of 3 areas of embellishment: top central area, then kind of 1 towards the top left and bottom right, and I will add quite a large floral and a chipboard piece to that bottom right hand corner to make that a really big focal area. So all the colours kind of tie in together. One thing you could do with this is you could really go tone on tone with the stripes and add only embellishments that are the similar tones to where the stripes of colour are. But for this one I decided to go multicoloured and not worry too much about it. So I'm just tucking that acrylic flower in under that floral piece. And this layout has come together really quickly because you've got that mixed media background and then you've got that really big bold cut file that takes up a lot of room on your layout, and you just want smaller areas of embellishment, otherwise it kind of detracts from the rest of the layout. So I'm just adding in some little of the gold kind of circles off the chipboard sheet instead of adding sequins or nouveau drops or anything like that. I'm going with the gold. And then I'm just looking if there's any of these little arrows that work well with this. And I just pop one up at the top, which is the same kind of blue as the cut file cardstock. And then I'm just adding the centre of the R there that I'd missed off. And this layout has pretty much come together now. I just finish off by adding some gold ink splatters and some journaling. Thanks for joining me on YouTube today. If you want to join in with the DT challenge, head over to the Peartree Cutfile group. If you've enjoyed this video, then please hit subscribe and links are in the description below.